this oddity model Lakewood heater. I believe it's from the late 80s, possibly early 90s. There's no actual given date code on the bottom information tag on this. Not really a whole lot of information on this period. I haven't seen any of these. Haven't seen a video of one of these on YouTube yet. So yeah, picked this up about 2 years ago now, for $2, and got it for that price for the reason of it being the cord was starting to dry rot, and where it comes through, and the grommet on the back where the cord feeds through, yeah, it was starting to rot there, and he was exposing some copper wires. So I brought that to the attention of the store that I found it at, and they ended up giving me a nice discount on it. So I figured, why not? It's kind of cool. It is a Lakewood product, which is most of the reason why I got this. Got your watt differential up here, your caution light and pilot light, or on light, we'll say. Switches are toggles. And here's your temperature dial, thermostat. A little stiff. Wow, that's actually really stiff. You can tell this thing's probably been used a lot since it was unboxed. Used a lot on the highest temperature setting, which is 10. Seeing as how it's really difficult to go back towards 1. I don't know, it might just be a regular issue. But down here is where the hot air blows out. Inside up in there is a fan. Above, you can see the coils, the heating element inside of there. I don't really use this thing much, more or less just have it kind of for novelty or whatever. Works good. It works okay. It gets hot and stuff. It's just compared to like modern day space heaters anyway. I mean, I will say the modern ones tend to be a little bit better as far as, hot air output, or any of the kinds that have the fan kind of directly forcing the air out. Yeah. There's the side of it. It's weird. It almost looks like some kind of like old cassette player or like a karaoke machine, which is what I initially thought it was when I seen it from a distance at the store. The other side, it's all metal. Front it's plastic, but it's got this metal with a kind of a wood grain finish on it. Most likely it's like a sticker on there. It still looks pretty neat. Looks pretty, I mean, the wood grain isn't necessarily totally cheap looking. The back, here's where I had to splice a new cord to it. But yep, back's pretty plain Jane. Inside you can kind of see the motor to the fan. So now let me go ahead and get this thing apart, and we'll look inside of here and see if maybe look at the fan motor and see if we can find maybe a date of manufacture or something of that relevance. Alright, here it is apart. Well, at least the back cover off anyways. Yep. There's the fan, the motor, the element. Got to mention, this thing was a real pain in the ass to service, to clean, and to oil the motor. I just ended up just dropping some oil in there the best I could on each side of the bearing. So it seemed to loosen it up, and still spins very freely. So yeah. Look at the motor here a little bit better. nothing, no real writing on the motor or anything that determines the data manufacturer, but we'll say there's here's the cord, by the way, that I put on here. And also, while we have the back cover off, we'll go ahead and demonstrate it. I got it plugged in, and if I can find it, here's on. Sorry about that. Alright, I'll go ahead and get the back cover back on, and we'll demonstrate it from the front. Almost forgot. Here is the information tag. Model number 767. Alternating current 120 volts, 60 hertz, 12.5 amps, 1500 watts. Manufactured by Lakewood Engineering. UL sticker. So yeah, it's got some kind of weird stamp there. Looks like GP. I'm not sure what that means, but it's got all 4 of its rubber feet. So, yep. Alright, now it's reassembled, and go ahead and fire it up. Just 1 speed for the fan. So here's on, and 750 watts. Just make a little bit of a noise, but it's just the back cover. It's quiet vibration. Gotta love that burnt dust smell. And the air's coming out pretty decent. Nothing to write home about, but yeah. Got the watt kilometer. We're at 5.8 volt amps, sorry. 695 watts. And crank it up to 1500 watts. And that powers the fan up to higher speed. On light works. You can see a visual of that. .41 amps, so a little under spec, but not too bad. And 1,331 watts. And check the thermostat off. Thermostat works. Alright, and here we have it for this very oddball Lakewood space heater from, I believe, the late 1980s, early 1990s. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And until the next one, have a good one.